We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Washington football team. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a toss right to Barkley. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Come get some. Come get some.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Right back to him on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Number 53, Mike 53. It's just me and you.
That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. They'll drop to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Check, 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 check. Check 31, check 31. Hey, alert 48.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington has taken a 1st quarter lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Flush down right. He's going to look downfield for Barkley. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
53 is the mic. You must be dreaming. Mike, 53. 53.
They're going to look to throw. Forced out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
And sacked.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
That is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check it.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Washington 14, Jets nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 9 now. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. DK Metcalf, 81 yards. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. And he's got it up and through.
Makes this Washington 21, Jets 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Jets
and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25-yard
line.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
We got to step it up. 5:36. 5:30.
It's Barkley on the counter. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown.
Washington.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Barkley a first down and more. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Watch the whip. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
Let's go, let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Switch. Hey, switch gears.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Jets.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here? And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Patrick Queen. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
45's the mark. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Joker. Showing it.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that will be incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception is thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Second and 11. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on him.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
The toss here completed to Pittman. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin him back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
2nd and 3. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
For the point after.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's not like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete.
The pass.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1.
It's now 4th.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check. Lucky.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. DK Metcalf as the first half is winding down. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. And this one's back to an 8-point game.
Is good. Makes this Washington 28, Jets 20.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Incomplete from the contact. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
He's not going to get me.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. 30 yards. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. Barkley hit and the ball pops free. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Defense.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
That, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Out of the gun now on third down. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
8-yard pickup.
That'll go as a pickup of 8. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled up the play, then they drilled him.
And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 35. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And the Jets first down.
Let's go. Let's go. Shift. Check three.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Get him. Slam.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
The ball carried.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now the second down throw on target. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Watch the screen.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play. Only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front, the linebackers. Everyone got involved to force a fourth down.
On for the field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick. But let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a gain of
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
A first down carry for Barkley, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Saquon Barkley.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Michael Pittman. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Back to throw now on first down. He'll find Metcalf. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
At the 17-yard line.
Now to the right and complete to Pittman.
The pass.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down at the 4-yard
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Brings up 4th down.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And Washington is able to come up with a goal line stand. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
3-yard line.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
1st and 10 at the 6.
Pick up a 5 that time and a first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment and shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
By the Jets.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise,
and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kendall Fuller. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Ready? Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Come on. Come on, D. 40. 69. Hey, here we go.
They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need.
But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Third and 15.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll run with Barkley. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now they try the right side here. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Today's final
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them.
and continue to get better at what they do, but they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Washington, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.